Hey YouTube family, it's your girl Jazzy, getting jazzy with jazz. And if y'all want to have a good time, YouTube family, just like I do, come on over. And I need y'all to go ahead and do this for me, like, comment, and subscribe. And then we're going to get the party started. Hey, good morning YouTube. I bring you the first episode of Nelly and Ashanti, We Belong Together. And it's a sweet love story, and I'm pretty sure y'all remember everything that they went through and how they got reunited. It was a lot of cheating on both ends, and then it was a lot of, just no communication, and it was a lot of just everything that led to them not being together anymore. So I honestly thought that they were going to be, a power couple. I thought they were going to be a power couple. And I actually liked them together. And I liked Ashanti well enough. I liked Ashanti well enough. She's a sweet girl. And did I like her record label? Mm-mm. But, I mean, she surpassed all of, the negative energy and everything. And, Nelly and Ashanti, they both said, she said, I hated him. And then he said, I hated her too. They hated each other, but they came back together. This is one of the sweetest love stories to me. And that's why I said I love them together. And I liked Nelly too, because it was a style, a different style of differences. And when she was on that Source magazine cover, his words, he said, I had to have her. I had to have her. And he said that, who is that? And that's when she was doing it. She was doing it now. And I'm like, I used to love Ashanti. And my whole thing is, people like Jennifer Lopez, she was singing background for a lot of people. Shameful. And Murder Inc. That's all I'm going to say. And then it just was a sweet story. And it was just a reintroduction of him. They're coming back together. And then I know she was saying that he was saying that her mom couldn't stand him. And I'm thinking rightfully so. I mean, rightfully so. You hurt her daughter. You hurt her daughter. But she had to realize and understand that they both hurt each other. And she did say that as a momager, her mama's name is Tina. She said, as a momager, she said, I have to look out for my daughter. I have to look out for Ashanti and put Ashanti first. And I always liked that about her mom. And it was just always just a family oriented. And I always said that I could relate to Ashanti because it was family oriented. And her mom and dad, they're still together and they're still married. And well, on the other end, Nelly shared or said that his mom and dad, they didn't stay together. And then they, broke up when he was young. And then he had to go to, I believe he said, foster home. And he also said that it just was not a good upbringing for him in St. Louis. While Ashanti, she grew up in New York. She is a New York girl. And she grew up in, I think it's Long Island, New York. It's one of them islands. I want to say either Long Island, New York, or Rhode Island. I'm going to get y'all the exact thing. But in the next video. But, I mean, I just was talking to my mama about this. And I said, well, Ashanti is from one of the islands in New York. And I'm pretty sure I got it wrong. But all in all, they have a pretty beautiful, beautiful baby. He is so cute and so precious. He is too precious. So precious. And that's her first child. And then Nelly was saying that he had his children and his children are grown. And he said that it's her first child, and he said he respects and he understands that how she feels about certain things because she got invited to the Jingle Ball. And if y'all remember, she sang Santa Baby, and trying to balance, motherhood and also trying to balance working. And she had just had the baby. The baby is just 3 months old. Just 3 months old. And he's just a sweet, sweet little bundle of joy. I said, he is the cutest. And I said, I wish I could have her baby because he's just so cute. And Ashanti is a ball of energy. When I tell you that she likes to laugh, like myself. So she's still working, and she looks so pretty. And then first episode, it was, 20 years in the making for both of them. And then they were together off and on for 11 years. And, back in 2013, I think we hated Nelly. Yes, I think we did. And she has the right idea too. I don't mean to be subject jumping, but I'm looking at it in the background because I'm going to finish watching the 4th episode so I can give y'all the 2nd, the 3rd, and the 4th. And they both had to decide, first episode, this episode, and I'm telling y'all about, they had to first decide whether they wanted to be in New York, where she grew up, or in St. Louis, where he's from. And he just didn't have a good upbringing. Ashanti had a good upbringing. And what he said was he always admired her family, her family, and how together that her family was. And they had the best bond, and she had the best relationship with her family. And he just admired that. And, it's just so sweet. I can't say nothing bad about this show. It is the sweetest, sweetest show. And I know Ashanti, she likes to laugh, like myself. And it's just so refreshing, to see this type of show versus a Love Island, which nothing wrong with Love Island. I'm still going to review that. But it's a breath of fresh air to see Nelly and Ashanti's show, We Belong Together, in which they do. After 20 years, they do. After 20 years, they do. He got his act together. She got her act together. And they all had to come, they both had to come to the realization that they love each other. And she couldn't stand him. And if y'all remember the infamous Fat Joe versus Ja Rule versus. And, Ja Rule leans to, because when I saw the verses, then I said, okay, Ja Rule and Fat Joe. I didn't think it was a good verses, but I watched it. And then when I saw Ashanti come out, I said, oh, she's chef's kiss, because she got songs with Fat Joe, and then she got songs, of course, with Ja Rule. And it was just so good. I got to hear, what's love got to do with it. And then Between Me and You, her and Ja Rule. And then all the songs that she had with Ja Rule, her label mate now. And, it was just so good. And this music was just so good back in those days. And then even with Nelly, his music was pretty good. And let's just say this. His song, It Was Only Just a Dream, that was about Ashanti. And over again, that was about Ashanti. And I'm like, look at Nelly got a country song. I said, all right, I like it. I love that song. My favorite song, Just a Dream. And I said, You know, I got to be on the girl side. But I can also say that when, you know, somebody is wrong, I can be on whoever's side or whatever. And it's not about sides because this is a good show and I like both of them. And I just love Nelly. And I just love how he has all his kids. He only has two. And Ashanti was around his kids when they were young. And now they're all grown up. And, you know, he did adopt his sister's kids. So he has four, but two biological and two through his sisters, you know. So I want to say he adopted, if I remember how the story went, I think he adopted those kids. So by law, he has four. And then Ashanti, she was cool with that. And then they finally got their own baby. He is the cutest little gumdrop of a baby. He is too cute. And, you know, she is the momager. I mean, she's very, 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 very protective of her baby. And rightfully so, because he's a cute little baby. He is a beautiful baby. And, you know, when you first have a baby, she want to keep her baby at the spotlight because he's only 3 months. And I'm like, rightfully so. Rightfully so. And, you know, I know when somebody is with child because I got a 12-year-old. And when I saw her, Ashanti, like during that time, she was trying to hide it. But I'm like, girl, you can't hide it. It's okay. It is okay. It's okay, girl. We still like you just as good. So that was my rendition of the show, Nelly and Ashanti. We belong together. Because they do belong together. And I'm going to go ahead and show y'all. And so I can go ahead and finish watching. I'm on episode 4. And then that is Nelly and Ashanti. We belong together. And my whole thing is, yes, they definitely do belong together. I'm not sure why my nose running, y'all. But they do belong together. And I said, so cute. And I said, it's going to work out. And they going to figure out where they going to live eventually. And first episode, I forgot to tell you, I'm pretty sure the child saw this on the internet, when he threw her a surprise birthday party. And I said, oh, that is so sweet. And I remember when she got the surprise birthday party, and she didn't even know what was going on when he was taking her to the surprise party. And he said that he had something planned for her mom. And meanwhile, her mom in the back seat. And her mama knew. Everybody knew. And then as soon as she came in the building, everybody said, surprise, surprise, surprise. And she was so happy. And you know, she liked to laugh. And everybody was there. Everybody, you know, family-wise. And then his kids were there. And it's all, but like she was the mama figure for those children. Even though that he has a good relationship with his kids' mothers. But, you know, she's the mama figure. And she just is so sweet. And she gets along with everybody. And I said, that's how it's supposed to be. That is exactly how it's supposed to be. But that was, again, Nelly and Ashanti. We belong together. And don't go nowhere, y'all. Because as soon as I get finished with the 4th episode, I'm going to give y'all the 2nd, the 3rd, and the 4th all together. Unless y'all want me to break it up in 15 minutes. I can break each episode up in 15 minutes for y'all. It's whatever y'all would like. And just make sure that y'all do me a favor. Excuse me, my nose is running. I'm going to go blow my nose, too. I want y'all to like, comment, and subscribe to this lovely, lovely show. And don't make no mistakes. I'm going to give y'all Love Island later, too. I ain't forgot about that. Gotta have a little drama. But going, staying on a happy note, a happy Sunday note, this is the best show to watch. And I encourage everybody, if you had access to Peacock, then it's just so sweet. And then full season is on here. And when I tell you, it's just 30 minutes, and I'm about to just watch the full season, y'all, and take some notes here and there for the episode 2, 3, and 4. But I was going off memory for this one, the first episode, because it was so sweet, so sweet. And they gonna decide where they gonna be staying now. Because she in a temporary apartment in New York, and he decided, I was like, you better get it together, Nelly. You better get it together, Nelly, because I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you if you don't decide where y'all gonna be for that pretty baby. And she said that the schools in New York are better, and I'm like, they are. But bye, YouTube. I'm finna upload this video for y'all. Like, comment, and subscribe. Bye. And YouTube, that was the video. And what I want y'all to do is like, comment, and subscribe. Again, like, comment, and subscribe. Bye, YouTube family.